Yo, I'm Troy, this is TM Fitness, nutrition for endurance. So I know that endurance sport is always quite heavily participated in, and especially around this sort of time of year, a lot of people starting to get into running, or maybe you're training for the London Marathon, something like that. Or perhaps you're just thinking about your cycling or triathlon performance for the upcoming season there. So what I want to do here is give you the basics of what you need to be looking at for your habitual daily diet, and then some advice around intra exercise or intra race performance nutrition. So we need to start off with calories. Really important. You've got to get your energy balance right. You want to be around maintenance, if not slightly above, for optimal performance, which is why endurance training isn't always ideal for weight loss, because you need to eat so much to fuel your exercise. It's really difficult to stay in an energy deficit. If you want to know more about energy balance and energy availability for athletes, I have an article called Energy Availability for Athletes on my blog at tmfitnessuk, so go and read that. So once you've got your calories sorted, you need to be looking at your protein. 1.4 to 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. According to the ISSN, who recently released a position stand on ultra endurance events, the protein can be even higher than that. And I know for a fact that during the tour, the cyclists in the Tour de France will eat up to 2.5 grams per kilogram of body weight to assist muscle recovery, and that really needs to be high quality proteins. You're looking at getting all your amino acids in, particularly your branched chain amino acids, to help stimulate that muscle protein synthesis, which is going to help assist with the muscle recovery. So it's really important to have large boluses of protein 3 or 4 times a day. Carbohydrates. That's the next most important macronutrient for endurance athletes, and you're looking at a level of around 5 to 8 grams per kilogram of body weight. Again, if your training volume is extremely high, or there's a lot of high intensity training there, that could be higher, or on race days, or on a couple of days leading up to the race day, that could be much higher, up to sort of 10 to 12 grams per kilogram of body weight. But for the most part, on a daily basis, around the 5 to 8 gram per kilogram of body weight range should be fine for most people. And then fats come last, because although fatty acids are important for health, immunity, hormone balance, they don't really assist too much in performance. And that's clear throughout the scientific literature. So after you've worked out your calories and your protein and your carbs, what is left of those calories makes up your fats. Yeah, so you might work out your protein, work out your carbs, work out how many calories that is, and then what's left over is your fats. However, you still want that to be at least 20 to 25% of total calories. So if it's below that number, you've probably set your carbohydrates a little high, and you need to bring that back down. So once you've got your calories and your macros sorted, and you know what that looks like, and you're happy getting that on point, then you can start looking at the smaller details. So we start looking at nutrient timing around exercise and on race days. So intra-race nutrition prior to the race or the training session. Caffeine, 4 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of lean mass, which for most people is going to be between 2 and 400 milligrams, which is like a couple of double espressos. And that really needs to be at least sort of 45 minutes before performance to allow the caffeine to kick in. Carbohydrates. So you need to be carbing up before the race. Make sure you've got all that stored glycogen in your muscles. Around 100 grams, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, depending on your size, but around 100 grams of carbohydrates sort of at least 2 hours before performance. And then during the race, if it's more than 2 hours long, you're looking at 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrate per hour of exercise. And that really needs to be fast-acting, high glycemic carbs like glucose or a glucose fructose combination ideally. So sugars, in other words. And then electrolytes, because hydration is important. On days when you're training and exercising and racing, you're probably going to be drinking at least an extra litre of water. So you've got to make sure you've got some electrolytes in there to replace some of those lost minerals that you're excreting through perspiration and respiration. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. If you've got any questions on that, just pop down to the comments and leave a post in there, or you can hit me up on Messenger and ask me about coaching. Okay, I've been Troy. This has been TM Fitness. Laters. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to follow the channel, click the bell to get notifications. If you've got any comments, put them in the box below. And please do share my content because it's the best way to support this channel. Laters.